Now, see, if we are talking about workplace, correcting your manager publicly, taking full credit for team success, making others look incompetent, all are such situations where the other person could feel threatened with your competence. Okay? Like, for example, the team leader solves a major crisis and senior management praises her that, wow, the work that you did was great. And she says, yes, I handled it. It was nice. But if she does that, a lot of other people in the team would feel कि अरे उसने अकेले थोड़ी काम किया है. She gave us orders. We were also there in brainstorming the solution. If she says the team pulled it together, I was fortunate to have such a supportive team with me, then everyone else would feel happy about it. If you're working as an external consultant and you're hired to improve a struggling organization, so in the first meeting, if you say that I have identified several mistakes wherever, whatever you are doing wrong, everyone would be like, oh, yes, uh, yeah, okay. But they would be like, this person is questioning us that everything what we are doing is wrong. Doesn't feel good. Imagine after 15 days, they bring another consultant to see if that person is good or not. And that person says, I think you have built something valuable. Let's explore together how we can strengthen it and make it better. Same diagnosis, but the way of putting it is very different. The second way is non-threatening way. That consultant is not trying to show that I am the most brilliant person, but rather what they are trying to do is bring everyone together, share the credit with everyone, not just with their own self. Let's say a new principal joins the school and says that there are so many outdated processes and let's start changing all of them within weeks. At the staff meeting now, this new principal says that the previous system wasn't effective at all. Now we will have a new system. There's so much of overhaul that's done. Do you think the teachers won't become immediately defensive of the process? कि अरे, we have to change everything. There has been a there we have been doing this since long. We don't see any need for the change. But instead, let's say if the principal comes and says that the school has been built on a very, very strong foundation, I would like to build more on that and see where we can improve further. Now, this changes the voice. Another example is when, let's say, a senior manager asks a team member to prepare a presentation for the team. Now, that employee has done great work. And during the meeting, when he is showing the presentation, he keeps on saying, this was my idea. I was the one who made the presentation. I suggested this a lot of time. See, taking credit is important, but at the same time, you should not be vying for credit so much that everyone else around you starts feeling के अरे इसको क्रेडिट की ही पड़ी है और कुछ पड़ी ही नहीं है. Even if you are saying the truth, but the senior manager would feel bypassed. So the employee will gain recognition for just one day, but the manager will always remember that this person did this to me, and it will affect what? Appraisal, increment, promotion, opportunities. So the mistake was not that he was competent. The mistake was making recognition a competition between him and his manager. When you work in a great way, that is important. But constantly saying about it or constantly trying to put yourself one step above everyone in the team and especially your manager or your leader is a crisis for you. It will not bode well in the long term. So, what could you do actually? Share ideas with humility. You contribute, but you don't overshadow everyone else's contribution. Now, see, if someone else does that to you, you wouldn't like it, right? So, we also should not do unto others what we don't want to experience ourselves. Giving credit generously. So, you elevate the team leader, इसको हम बोलते हैं चने के झाड़ पे चढ़ाना. टू डू दैट टू योर बॉस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. एट द सेम टाइम चापलूसी नहीं करनी है. यू डोंट गो पीपल प्लीजिंग दैट सर आपके बिना तो मैं सुबह उठ मेरी आंखें भी नहीं खुल सकती. आप भी भगवान हो. नॉट दैट लेवल. But yes, you have to give some credit to the other person so that they don't feel threatened. Adding value strategically. You solve the problems. You say that you solve the problem, but you give a little bit of credit to others also. The benefit of doing this, of not outshining the master, would be that you earn trust and protection. You become someone whom they rely on. They'll feel safe and secure with you, that you will not outshine them. They'll give you greater opportunities. You get access to bigger roles, bigger responsibilities. You will be able to build influence that lasts. You can build influence without creating enemies. And to build power, see, you cannot have enemies who want to kill you. Of course, you will always have people who have a different ideology, but you should not treat them in such an impolite way that they become very, very, they react very strongly and they खून के प्यासे नहीं करने हमको. They become so angry with you that they want to ruin your influence. That should not happen. Stronger relationships, you create loyalty, respect, long term allies, especially in an institution. If you think you want to go ahead to a VP director position, this is very important. And sustained success, you rise steadily without unnecessary resistance. So they say for Sundar Pichai that he is one of the leaders where um, there are not many people in the organization who oppose him. Everyone loves him. He is friendly with almost everyone. Okay, no one hates him. Even if they don't like him, they don't hate him. He does not create enemies. Now, what does this law not mean? Before you apply this law, there is something important you need to understand. Many people think never outshine the master means hiding your talent, staying silent, or becoming a people pleaser. That's not what this law means at all. In part 4, we will explore the biggest misconceptions about this law. If you are enjoying this Ethical Power series, subscribe and turn on notifications. I'll see you in part 4.